Good. I guess we're right at noon for me, anyways. Other people are afternoon, evening, good night, whatever you are right now, wherever you're hanging. We've got Marcelo here, and basically, I guess officially we announced it at the Blockchain After Hours. I've kind of joined. Marcelo's asked me to come along, sort of to be the marketer to try and grow what's going on at Hybrid. It was because it's a slow and steady wins the race. It's kind of a protocol that's got lots of opportunities. We haven't seen all the other BS that we've seen with other protocols, with things breaking down, things not working. But we also haven't seen the moonshots, I guess, if you
No.
will, which is a good thing. So, but the good thing is you guys are generating some, and I say you guys right now, but I guess I'll have to get to the we part at some point during this call. um, but most of it's been really you. I haven't done anything yet. I'm really just here, hopefully, to start doing some helpful marketing and get the word out. Just because I do feel very strongly that what you have done and what you've created is something that's sustainable, that is doing quite well, in and will continue to hopefully increase in rewards as this market heats up, because of how you've set it up. And the nice thing is now everybody else can kind of that maybe isn't in here already can maybe benefit from joining Hybrid, and benefit from the work you guys have done, building the infrastructure, building kind of the base already. So it's something already in progress that people can take advantage of. So we're going to kind of just do an overarching view of what it's all about, what we're doing here, and then in turn you can make your own decision on whether this is for you or not. None of this is financial advice. Please do your own research. And I know I've had you on the channel a few times, but maybe just a very brief intro on who you are, and then maybe a little more general idea of what hybrid finance is.
Yeah.
Welcome, Marcelo.
Thank you for that.
No worries.
So yeah, as Justin said, I'm Marcelo. I'm the current hybrid CEO. Um, hybrid has been around for about uh, almost 2 years now, in a couple different iterations, just moving with the market trend, from the end of the bull run in 2021, and surviving the bear, and now being again here at the kind of already the beginning of a bull run, but just seeing what's happening. But yeah, so my name is Marcelo. I've been in crypto for just over 2 years, and just started off with hybrid, not knowing much, and learning a lot, throughout the bull run.
Nice.
Um,
Um, and before we get into hybrid, I guess I'll just do a quick call out because they happen to be here right now, RSG token. So we're actually going to do a little fireside
oh,
chat
hello
with
guys.
Marcelo and I. So hi, RSG token. We'll do a little fireside chat with them. We won't go into too much today because, like I said, this is a focus on hybrid. But if you guys can join us, we are live tomorrow, 9 o'clock Eastern. I can't remember now. Too many dates and too many times.
I think it's 9 a.m. Eastern, Wednesday for you guys. Yes.
Yes. Tomorrow for me, 9 o'clock Eastern is when we're going live with them, to have a little chat about what they're doing. So welcome to this stream. So anyway, so if and appreciate
Yeah.
that. And obviously, like I said, you've been on the channel, so we kind of know a little bit about you. And we have had hybrid specifically on the channel before. But if you want to just kind of give us a little bit of an arcing view, I'll pull up the website. If there's things you want me to kind of sneak over to, then please let me know. And hybrid share. There we are.
There we go.
So let us know what this is all about. And I guess first off, I'll scroll down a bit because although this looks super pretty, it doesn't give us too much. But I think there's some things you'll talk to, and I'll try and scroll through as we go.
So yeah, as you can see here, hybrid is a cutting edge NFT investment, uh, that offers. So it offers a diversified portfolio. Pretty much that's what it is. The NFT gets you into the investment club, pretty much, and what you get in return is real yield from our three major strategies. Um, Hopefully, here in the future, we'll add another one. But for now, there are three strategies. We have mining. This is just proof of work. We have our miners being hosted over in Texas, and I guess if we pick up a few more miners, some of them might even be hosted in Canada as well,
Yeah,
through
Canada.
Fraction Mining. Yes.
I
Uh,
didn't realize they were functioning in Canada. That's cool.
yeah, they got a I forgot where exactly. It's my bad, but yeah, they're in Canada now as well.
I wonder where
Um,
they're getting really good energy costs, but or where they're doing it to get energy costs down. But interesting. Okay.
Probably somewhere near what is it? Natural gas.
Yeah, natural gas would be the one,
Because
but
they're doing the
sometimes
whole
it's
flaring and stuff like
still.
that.
Oh, if they're doing the flaring,
Um,
then it might be Alberta. Okay. Anyways, we digress.
oh yeah. So yeah, fracture mining. And we are in talks with other mining operations. It just depends on when we start to get, um, in all honesty, funds to buy miners because those are usually sunk costs and they're not very liquid. So, anyways, so that's for mining. Um, the percentages have changed a little bit. Mining is about 55% right now, but this is just on the website. This was just kind of what we wanted in the beginning, but as the market changed, we stay fluid, flexible. So we have mining, yield farming. Um, all of our yield farming, other than about maybe 0.1% of our treasury, is put into blue chip. Um, everything is blue chip, so um, we don't do any kind of degen or high risk yield farming, um, which there are circumstances where that's a good thing, but with us, it's mostly we're trying to stay safe. And worst case, if we get some kind of weird market volatility, which we've had even with Solana, um, when we are out of range, we just end up with a bag of Solana, worst case, and then we can hold that until prices appreciate again.
And take it to another YouTuber to come on here and tell me what I'm supposed to do for my job. Like the stream, guys. So
Oh,
thank you,
yes.
Austin Clark, for pointing that out. We're doing some trading over there at the Wolf Pack and having a lot of fun over there, creating some cool trading strategies and having some fun going on our journey towards making some money. But otherwise, so yeah, so great. So it's a nice diversified strategy. Nothing
And then
too
trading.
crazy. Nothing too degen. And
No.
the bots, the trading bots. That's through. Is that solely through Shiny or through
Warfi.
Warfi?
Um, about 50% is through Warfi right now, and 50% is used to be Gray Fund.
Oh
They
yes.
were doing a really good job. They're doing very well, but we've decided to move our funds out of there for now because of the fees. It just didn't make sense. So 50% of our trading strategy is being done by myself, the not so crazy expert trader. But all I'm doing right now is, and this has been for about partial part of December. Returns were already through these bots, so they're just, most of them are spot grid bots, which is the same kind of situation as the yield farming. If we get out of range, and if I'm at work or something, we end up with a bag of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Matic, or
Yeah,
Solana,
and you went through that a bit.
which I'm
Okay,
okay
sorry.
with
Yeah,
that.
yeah, perfect.
So it's the same deal. And then we have a couple of Martingale bots, which are like Warfi bots, but those I'm just running those on my own to kind of generate some income without having the fees. But
Nice.
yeah,
Perfect. And yeah, and those are small portions of the whole overall portfolio for now. And as things grow, you can obviously hopefully build on that and see what you can kind of do with that, which is awesome.
yeah.
So and then I guess is there anything else on the website to kind of go through specifics? Obviously, this shows the
We
partners
have
that
our
we sign up to.
partners. Um, the returns, here's the quarterly. Funny thing is, we're now doing them monthly, and we're pretty close to what the quarterlies were.
Not too
So
bad with that.
we're getting up there. Um, yeah, on the website, I do have to update the whole thing here eventually.
Yeah.
Probably when I get the fourth strategy in, because then we'll just revamp everything. But yeah, we're doing monthly payouts, monthly airdrops, and yeah, kind of to we don't have to go through the whole entire thing, whole entire website. What it ends up being is we have these strategies where we generate revenue from doing all of these things with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Matic, all of them.
Mhm.
And then when the airdrop comes in, what is different from us is throughout this whole process, I will take some of the funds generated, get wrapped Bitcoin, wrapped Ethereum, Matic, and USDC, and start building a little mini portfolio for the airdrop. And then that's what you get airdropped into your wallet. You get a little Polygon blue chip portfolio dropped in there, and that builds up to, if you're here, if we're here for the long term, and if you're still here for a while and you hold on to those airdrops, then you have a nice little portfolio. Um, oh, you're muted, I think.
Yes. But it becomes under your control at that point and you can make your own
Yeah.
decision. But the nice thing is I do get a lot of people talking about, oh, how do I build my bag? How do I get ready for the bull run? All this kind of stuff. This is a way for it to kind of be done for you and help you just for manage it. And especially with Bitcoin, AVAX, BNB, Matic. I mean, those are your big blue chips that will perform well if the market performs well. So having those and holding them during the bull market and trying to find that peak or DCA out of them maybe at that at what we think is the peak of the bull run is not a bad strategy, but whatever works for you. So you have that ability to manage that
Yeah.
while still earning on the side as time goes on anyways, and building that bag even bigger. So and again, all passive, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah. All you have to do is have the NFT.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that kind of answers Chad
It does
Hill's
answer Chad.
question.
I just want to put it up while you're talking, but
Um,
Chad, yeah, asked how
and it's
will
on Polygon, I guess. I
yeah.
didn't say which chain it was on.
You did. You
Um,
were good. You had it
oh, I
right.
did. Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Awesome.
So
Um,
Chad's question was how and where does the Bitcoin go? And as you've already answered, I'd like reading the questions so that people listening that aren't seeing it can know. Where does the Bitcoin go? And as you said, it's wrapped on the Polygon network and airdropped to you, and you'll get airdropped basically any tokens that are being earned on either the liquidity farming or whatever in there. I guess AVAX is on here. Are you doing AVAX liquidity farming?
I will be eventually.
Okay.
We
So
we
right now
were,
everything's in Matic
and
or everything's
then
in Polygon.
well, yield farming wise, we have we're yield farming Matic, Solana, and Pith. So Pith is the one that's a little bit, well, it's not a blue chip
Hmm.
yet, though it is. Their Oracle services are being used pretty much everywhere now.
Nice.
Um, but yeah, eventually, what I would like the future of hybrid to be is we will have different vaults, and you know, um, you'd be able to stake or put your NFT into the Polygon vault, and we still make the returns from the treasury, but
Yep.
then whatever percentage of the NFTs that are locked into the Polygon, that money would go into the Polygon vault, and you'll get the wrapped Bitcoin, Ethereum, Matic,
Gotcha.
USDC. And then
Cool.
the AVAX one would have a different little mini portfolio. I've had questions about, uh, the BSC chain. When are we going to launch on that? Like, we can be multi-chain pretty easily,
Nice.
at least the NFTs. Um, but we just have to figure out. We just have to get enough. I guess what's it called? I'm forgetting that
TBL.
one. Yeah, or at least enough people that want to be on there. Like if we just mint like 2 NFTs on BSC, and then you know, it's just extra work for me. I'm lazy.
Well, theoretically,
Um,
could you just have the one NFT on the one chain, but still airdrop on the other chains?
we could, but then we
Yeah.
would have to figure out a way, either through staking it. I guess you would get the NFT would be on the Polygon, chain.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. And then maybe within our DApp, you would, you know, put your NFT. I want I like the BSC portfolio better, or the Solana portfolio. Our
Oh, I see.
Solana,
You'd be looking at doing it as multiple portfolios as opposed to I was thinking more if we were to raise more funds, we would just move some of those funds to the other chain and then airdrop to everyone on that other chain
um,
if that was to
on that
happen.
chain, on their wallet. I guess
Yeah,
that works for EVM chains. That's
that's what I
good.
mean. Yeah, if we were to stick to
Okay.
EVM chains. Yeah. Um,
Solana, that's a good one. We actually switched AVAX to Solana right before Solana went. It was already going on a tear, but back in I think it was October, we just decided it's like I decided AVAX was kind of lagging behind, and I changed to Solana, and that was a pretty good move, I
good
guess.
call.
But
Nice. Gotta like
AVAX
it
is
when
up
you're
now,
right.
though. Yeah.
And even
So
if we did go off
we're
off
there.
chains to other like non-EVM chains, it's technically it would mean a minor cost, but you could bridge it back, either wrap it or just give them back a stable coin for the growth
Yeah.
that's created. So I mean, there's lots of ways to simplify it, I guess. Because I don't know if you'd want to overcomplicate it by having multiple batches with multiple different. It's kind of all or nothing, and for me, but I can see the benefit of both. But awesome.
Yeah.
Any questions from the audience? If you guys have them, please post them below. But basically, I mean, that's kind of the long and the short of it. The nice thing about this one is it's not overly complicated,
No.
which is what I like, and it's got a track record now, which is amazing. I will try and do some more kind of simple. Shorter 5-minute videos kind of thing for other people, because sometimes these live ones get limited viewership from time to time based on what's going on. They get hidden. It's kind of weird. YouTube does that, but
Yeah, they get put on a different tab.
yeah, and
I
people don't
missed a
notice
bunch
it.
of Pelton's and yours actually
Yeah, I have a mix.
videos
Yeah,
because I clicked the video tab and it's just like, huh, no new
yeah.
videos. Kind of crazy. It's been a while, I guess. And then
Yeah, yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah, and it's yeah,
oh, they're in the live side. I see.
exactly, exactly. Yeah, so it is what it is.
Um,
We'll play with that.
I don't know if we should show should we show the returns? We have about 6 months of returns. Um,
Yeah, pull it up.
you
I
know,
can share it.
it's just
I don't think it hurts really because they've been kind of growing, which is obviously a good thing in my opinion. So I don't see any reason not to show them for people that want to see them, and then maybe send them to me so when I do an actual recorded video, I can make sure I have them up there.
Oh yeah, I'll add you to the. It's just a Google sheet. I don't have anything too crazy. It's just
I can remove this guy, and then whenever you pull yours up. So yeah, so anybody looking at like I think a lot of people are still trying to, and again, a lot of people find it hard thinking or guessing or whatever. It looks like I tried putting it on Twitch for the fun of it, but you get comments like this stuff. But if anybody is watching on Twitter or X, yeah,
ah,
please come on over here if you want to watch it live, because this is where the questions and where the people are. So, but yeah, I tried it just for fun to see if we get a little extra exposure. There we go.
yeah.
So go
The
through that, I
numbers are
guess.
a
I'm
little
gonna
bit
make
skewed
a big
because
one.
that was back on the 11th. You can see it's pretty simple. But prices are definitely lower now. So, and that's the thing too. Your portfolio value would change over time. But
Yeah.
what I have here is pretty much this is based off of the cheapest NFT, which is the HB hybrid bond HFI, which now you can mint without any minting fees. It's just $85. Um, and
Austin says
yeah,
he doesn't trust you because of the brown color, Phil.
wait, brown color. Where's
Because your
uh,
spreadsheet has brown color, Phil.
it's I
Austin's really
think
superficial like that. He's only about what's on the surface. He doesn't dig deep into people.
yeah, it's just like I don't like the color. I'm not investing in that.
Yeah.
It's not brown. I think our our old team member. I think this is like a weird. Yeah, it's like a weird maroon brown.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll have to
Yeah,
update it because I think even my logo, because the logo he gave me is still that kind of brownish red fade kind of thing. So, but that's down the road. We don't need to worry. That stuff doesn't matter. It's the
I'm gonna
number.
do. I'll change hybrid bond into like a little like a pot of gold and the rainbow going into it and
There
stuff,
you
and then
go. That'll
make it very
brighten it up.
colorful and
Brighten
awesome.
up our days.
Um, but yeah, so these are returns. If you want to figure out what the returns are, if you get the high, like not the higher end, it's just uh, you just, if you want to do a higher amount of investment, but don't want to have 6 or 20 NFTs in your wallet, you can go for the hybrid bond light, which is $425, which then you just multiply these numbers by 5. And then you can go for the hybrid bond max, which is $23.75, and you just multiply these numbers by the revenue, not the percentage. The percentage is the same.
Yeah, so based on the NFT you own,
Yeah.
you're not getting any advantage of that. Is that what you're saying?
Um,
Or there is a
I guess
minor
the
advantage?
OGs did have an advantage, because the hybrid bond maxes, they had a lower minting fee.
Gotcha.
So
But that's
the
minor. That's gonna be very negligible on the overall thing.
no, yeah, like over the long term, yeah, maybe like you would have had a nice deal, but that is over now.
Yeah.
So I just made it nice and clean. A lot of people were kind of saying, "Oh, the fee." So now there are no fees.
No fees. So
Just the
we only get
management fees on my
any
side.
yeah, exactly. And only rewards we get are based on the performance of everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no little bonuses, no inflation, nothing like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you, so this is all this is saying, you can, and later, this will be on our website later on here. We are updating, like kind of making like a little blog style, so then you can just kind of go through this on your own. But what it is just a way for myself to kind of watch what it's done. So from the first airdrop, which was in October 5th or something, that one was a quarterly airdrop. It was from July through September. How much change you've had, like a 45%, percent change since then.
Mhm.
And then you have these other ones here until December was our last one. So we've had 6 months of airdrops.
Nice.
And what it translates to, if you just sold everything and took your cash out, you're up about 22.2%. And this is probably a little lower now, so it's probably, I don't know, like 25, 24%.
But still,
This
even on
part,
an annum, so what's your what right now, because you guys have been around kind of for 2 years, is there kind of an annual just so we can kind of compare it to the regular markets, I guess, of what you've performed?
annual, well, for 2 years, no, because
No, but for the 1 year, I guess, more so.
well, hybrid bond has only been going for 6 months.
Oh, I
So
guess that's right
this
too.
is, um, yeah, we've only bond as in like this whole thing here
Yeah,
is only 6 months. We were like we had the HFI token before this.
that's right. Yeah, yeah,
Um,
sorry. Thank you.
it was doing very well until FTX happened, and then also I guess I'll say it because they're not so nice, but Overnight got
Oh, yes, that's
their
right too. Yeah,
flash loan exploit that they said would never happen ever ever ever. And then it's happened a few
never happened till
times
it
since
happens.
then.
Okay, so I guess
But yeah,
what I'm trying
so
to do is just
HFI died.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
exactly. I'm trying to just simplify it. So for people coming in, I guess, what's our 6 month then, and then we can kind of extrapolate that to a 1 year example. Um,
6 months. If we go
six
off,
months.
just if you just kept let's say you kept the portfolio. Let's say you're building this for a year. So on January 11th, and prices will go back up, I believe, on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and
Okay.
Matic. So let's say you're up 27%. So
Okay.
in 6 months, so let's say about let's say it stays exactly the same, so we get to 50%
Yeah.
a year.
So 50% a year, which is obviously far better than any
Yeah.
market stock exchange or whatever. Again, not financial advice, do your own research, but yeah, so we're talking about something that's performing quite nicely and takes the guesswork out of you rebalancing your liquidity pools. You don't have to worry about the miners because it's all hands off on those, and the trading bots are all again hands off. So for
Yeah.
the average investor who maybe doesn't want to do all that guessing work, this is a neat way to round out their portfolio with the degen moves and other stuff that they might be doing in DeFi, um, as an
Yeah, and
example. So
and you could have, also here, if you were a little bit active, you could have taken the USDC and put it into something else.
Oh, of
Maybe
course,
you
yeah,
have
yeah, true.
a couple of degen plays, or just buy more Bitcoin with it, and it would be actually higher than this 27%.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, not financial advice. Yeah, do whatever you want to do.
Catchphrase. I need to, like James Pelton there, have a little thing. And James Pelton, so I guess and the one thing I guess some people don't realize, obviously, because James Pelton actually called you hybrid out the other day on his thing, and I will have a chat with him about that. That he
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
sure where his rewards were, whether he was getting his rewards. So everything's airdropped to the wallet that you're holding the NFT in. So there's really no guesswork. The issue is, unfortunately, because there's no flashy DApp for you to stake it in or do all this extra stuff, some people may not notice if they don't keep up on things. And I get it. James is pulled in a bunch of different directions. But
Oh
for
yeah.
anybody that maybe hasn't kept an eye on things, or maybe is watching this video or one of my, and I'll mention on my other videos, if they haven't been paying attention or doing things, they should be able to go to their wallet and see some wrapped Bitcoin. Basically, what would have been air. I guess it's all right here, eh? So
Yeah.
wrapped Bitcoin, wrapped.
Matic doesn't show as well on the transact, like
Yeah,
if you
because it's your
look at
dad.
your Polyscan or whatever.
Yeah.
But you'll see you'll see out of, like, all of a sudden you'll see these 3 transactions, like BTC, Ethereum, USDC, and then it's like, oh, okay, those, and you can see it's every month.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, it'll be there.
Exactly.
If it's not there, yeah, I guess it's impossible, because all I'm doing is pulling holders off of Polyscan and then just sending them
Yeah.
the tokens. Um, you might have to add them if you're using MetaMask. I know MetaMask doesn't, which is even with mine sometimes, because I do own a couple of my own NFTs, and it didn't pull up wrap Bitcoin automatically. I had to actually add it on there. I was like,
Okay.
okay, that's, yeah, weird. But
Yeah.
it's there. Like, if it's not there for some reason
It's
and you
there.
have the NFT, it's there. Just we
We'll
have to
find it.
add it
Coming
on.
down to the Discord, open a ticket. But that's going to be few and far between. So yeah, so we'll get James Pelton in the know, so he's not making that mistake on his next update video. But otherwise, yeah, so some decent little returns there, all in all, for something very, 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 very passive. Is the way to go about it. And again, from somebody who's been here for now 2 years, running these kind of things, showing transparency with, speaking to Marcelo, not me yet. But yeah, so, and I have no access to any of the money, so I'll just let you know that right away. It's all Marcelo there. And I mean, over time, if there's some needs, maybe we'll dual custody or whatever. But in the most part, because you're moving things around, it's much easier to have single custody with somebody you know and trust. And luckily we've got that with Marcelo. So thank you for that.
Yeah. I have no taxes here in South Korea, so
So I don't want to touch the money
there are
because we give.
benefits to that. Um, at least with the CEX plays.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, but yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, this is it really. Um, if people have questions about, the NFTs or anything like that, there's no crazy contracts that can get exploited. Um, there are third-party uh, security risks with yield farming and things like that, or the CX also,
Yeah.
because your funds are there. But I try to keep them spread out. So if there are some crazy black swan events, at least we're not, destroyed
Yeah.
with just one of the like, I think you were using legs before, one of our legs
Yeah.
going down, and then you're like, oh well, 50% of our funds are gone.
Yeah. Exactly.
Um, and with mining, the cool thing with mining is it just keeps mining as long as the miners are working and maintained well, which fraction mining does very
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. Exactly.
They keep on chugging along.
Nice. So if anybody is watching this, and again, I'll do a shorter video, just going to get straight to the points, kind of thing and stuff, because like I said, viewership is sometimes a little bit better. Anybody looking to get into this now who maybe is not in there, do they go to the website, the Discord? What's their best plan of attack?
Check out the website. But the best way, you'll get a lot more information from the Discord. I have a few channels where it lists, like, how many tokens, how many wrapped Bitcoin it was airdropped each time, which is that I think I'll stop screen sharing.
Oh, I thought I
It
pulled
looks
mine up.
clean. Oh,
Yeah,
you
they don't
did.
see that.
I
Yeah,
just
they
see
don't
it on
see it.
my thing here. I'm
Yeah,
like being OCD. I'm like, why is that still there?
there you go.
But the website is fine. There are updates that need to be done. Um, the percentages on each strategy is going to change all the time, even with market fluctuations, because our yield farming on with Solana it's up like 2.5x. So I'm not gonna, if that's doing that well, I'm not gonna sell it to put it into our Matic yield farm that's doing okay. um, but so yeah, all those things will change. But come to our Discord, ask me anything. He's Justin is going through our minting page now, so that has changed a little bit. So now, before you couldn't buy the HFI token NFT through here, but now you can. So
Okay.
you got that.
So
Um,
a really low barrier to entry for people that maybe just want to get
yeah.
something little or test it out or whatever. And then
Um,
the light, which is your just 425, and then the hefty one if you're looking to make it bigger. So this is just a limit how many NFTs you have in your wallet and let you choose a little different price point, I guess, eh?
yeah. And one, I guess, pretty big thing that's happened, because the community voted on this, and I keep forgetting to mention it. Since you know we believe we've been doing quite well,
Mhm.
myself and the community,
You have.
we decided to start compounding so that um, the treasury grows. So even if we don't mint, let's say it just stays the way it is right now, we'll pretty much become like a little mini investment group, and then
Okay.
I will be managing the funds like I'm doing now. But the treasury will grow because we'll be doing a 50-50 split. 50% will be airdropped, 50% will be compounded. That way we keep growing. Um, and with that, these prices will not stay these prices forever,
Yes.
because as the treasury grows, to be fair to the people that have been in from the beginning, the value of the NFT will grow as well.
Gotcha.
So this is kind of like, this is the snapshot for January. Every time the TVL of the treasury goes up by 10%, these prices will go up by 10%.
Gotcha.
Um, so not saying you should go all in, but kind of start, if you feel this is something you're interested in, uh, come in,
$100%.
ask me anything. Ask
Yeah.
me anything, even about South Korea, where I live.
There
Anything.
you go.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, and
I'm pretty.
you're in the Discord, and I see you're active, so that's the nice thing too. So if anybody does any questions, go in and see him. And if I'm around, I'll obviously answer. If he's not, because we do share opposite time zones.
Oh
But at
yeah.
the same token, I will mostly leave the questions to Marcelo for now, because he is the brainchild behind it, and the one that's kind of running the numbers and running the portfolios for us, which is amazing. So that's about it. If there's no other questions, guys,
Yeah.
obviously, if there is, please post them now quickly. Otherwise, we'll leave it at that. So overall, just a very simple, easy to maintain portfolio, totally passive for yourself, and again, created by someone trusted in the space, who's been here for a while. So, so a great little opportunity for you to kind of just set some money aside in something that you don't have to worry about. You don't have to lose sleep about. You don't have to worry about clicking a button on a DApp and all that kind of stuff. You just set it, forget it, and then build this little portfolio in your wallet. To be honest with you, I'd even look at creating a totally separate wallet for this and just have it on the
Yeah.
side and let it just happen, and not have it as part of my regular wallet portfolio sort of thing, just because it grows on its own. I think would be a neat idea with it, and just sort of see how both the tokens that are airdropped to you grow, and then now that you're compounding, how your NFT value grows, and in its own little separate entity like that would be neat. So yeah, something
Yeah.
to keep in mind. Awesome.
That's actually a
Anything
great
else you
idea.
wanted to make sure everybody knew before we sign off?
I think that is all I have kind of here in my
Okay.
disorganized mess to
Yeah,
talk
it's
about.
all good.
But yeah, if something comes up, or if you guys come up with anything, ask me or ask Justin, and I'll answer anything,
Absolutely.
any doubts you may
Um,
have.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, everybody. If you do have a second, do please hit that like and subscribe on your way out. Especially the like, that helps this video get more attachment, which obviously helps Hybrid Bond grow. And if you haven't already, do have a peek. Come check out the Discord. The link, I believe, I already put it in the description below, and you can come have a chat and see if this is the right thing to add to your portfolio. Other than that, have yourselves a great day. And Marcelo, if you want to say a quick goodbye and anything else.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you all for joining, and thank you for having me, Justin. And yeah.